Hello, welcome to another Monday here at Cool Discussions. I'm Barry. This is Chris. It's time for headlines. Look at that beauty paper there. So today we're going to start off with a little bit of sports news. If I can find it in the news section here, hold on. As well, we all know the Summer Olympic Games are coming up in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro to be exact.
Yep.
And it's come to the attention of the sporting world and the world that the games are broke. We'll just say that they're broke. They're running out of money, and they have asked for more money, $900 million from the state of Brazil to make sure that these games can go off because they're just run out of money. That's insane. Why would you have the Olympics in your country if you can't afford them?
Like Calgary in 1988 was actually the first Winter Olympics to actually
one of the only Olympics to make money. Every Olympics that you see is always in the red, and it's like
Vancouver did well.
It's because Canadians are crazy and we just show up.
Vancouver did well, despite certain setbacks, but they got a whole bunch of new equipment out of it too. Calgary, when we did it,
I think they should just get rid of the Olympics. I just think they're just a waste. I think we should put a more emphasis on the individual sports world championships. You know what I mean? We're putting on a showcase of all these sports, but when it's not Olympics, they just flop. So let's put emphasis on the gymnastics world championships every year. Put them on TV.
Because there are actual leagues out there that put
every year they have world championships of everything. There's world championships of everything every year. Everything you see in the Olympics, there's a world championships for.
Yep.
Every year. So I think we should just get rid of the Olympics and focus on the world championships. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Boom.
Here in Calgary, another kid got hit by a truck, but this time something weird happened. According to witnesses, the truck hit the kid. The kid didn't appear to have been too badly injured. He only limped away from the accident. But the driver got out of the truck and paid him money and then drove off. Now, from what we understand, he only got paid $30. So...
Whatever. Fucked up, but, I don't know, whatever. That's just weird news.
It is.
It's very interesting. As we know, Disney, Pixar, whoever it is, released a new movie, Dora. Finding Dory. And we all know that's the fish from Finding Nemo, who had a very short memory. And apparently there was this scene of these two women who had a child, and everybody's going, "Why is there a lesbian couple in your Disney movie?" And I'm like, "What?
Really?
Why is there a what? What? Why are we making a kids movie about this? About no, just stop. It's a kids movie about a fish.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's what it is. So... It's just get over it. Get over yourselves."
Okay, this is in regards to taxes. Now, in January 1st, the carbon tax starts happening, and apparently it's $20 a ton, right? So, here's a counter to it. Scientists have found a way to capture carbon through a process that requires a really, really deep pit, and through natural chemical reactions, they pump carbon into a pit with all this other stuff that... it reacts and produces limestone. Now, limestone isn't a horrible... it's not a horrible product for the earth, and apparently we use it for certain things. So, the only thing they say, it's expensive. Well, okay, how is it expensive? Well, it's $17 a ton to do this. Well, guess what? Our carbon tax is going to be $20 a ton. Congratulations, scientists. You have just found the answer to our problem. But nobody's going to pick up on it.
Nope. Not at all. But last week, guys, we talked about, in headlines, we talked about the Canadian national anthem and the words being changed. Well, guess what? The government moved fast on this one.
Yeah, they did.
The words in the national anthem have now been changed to become more gender neutral. In all thy sons command is now in all of us command, or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have just opened Pandora's box, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes, we have.
Thank you very much, liberals, for wasting your time in changing this. Congratulations, you guys rock. Thumbs up to you for wasting taxpayer money to talk about this. Because next, somebody's gonna say, I want the word God removed from the national anthem. Just you wait. It's going to happen, and what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to do it. Because you've set the precedent. Idiots.
Yep. Okay, during the flood of here in Calgary, High River, and stuff like that, the RCMP conducted what is now an illegal search of houses to seize firearms. We were talking about police officers kicking down doors and dragging safes out of walls.
But wait. They were just going into your house to make sure you were all safe, and everybody got out safe.
Well,
my God.
It has actually been considered an illegal search.
But didn't they tell us that they just wanted humanity to be safe? They just wanted human life to be saved if there was anybody to be saved.
Yeah. Now, it apparently is going to cost us taxpayers $2.3 million.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Our government.
I could go on so hard about that, guys. I could, because it's so bad.
Just watch one of our previous rants about government. If it says politics, we rant, or at least he will.
Here we go. We'll do another slow clap for this government. Good job.
Yeah. In some sad news, in Disneyland, which is always always supposed to be a happy place, a 2-year-old boy was grabbed by an alligator beside a pond in Disney, and it's like, the body was found, so it will be able to be buried, which is a bit of a surprise considering he should have been alligator food. But
which is weird, but it sucks.
Yeah,
but you got to be aware you're in Florida. There's alligators around. You're by a swamp or a pond. You got to be. There's no charges or anything like that. I heard somebody mention something about charges, and I was like,
no,
what?
The parents aren't going to be charged.
Why would you even think about it?
Lost their child. That's horrible enough as is.
And people were trying to say that Disney's responsible for not having signs. So, no.
So apparently there's soccer going on in Europe, which is
Euro 2016.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Okay.
I
didn't really read too much. All I know is that the British are making headlines again because apparently they're being hooligans. Hey, British hooligans? Who would have thought? But guess what? Russia is one-upping them. Apparently, Russian and British hooligans have made headlines about being exactly what they are, hooligans. The World Cup, the soccer people,
FIFA
has made a warning to both of the federations of the soccer leagues for England and Russia.
They have threatened disqualification from the tournament. Now, let's be honest here. FIFA's like one of the most laughable federations in all of the world because they've recently come out with allegations and proof of corruption.
Not allegations, real corruption.
So they're one of the biggest jokes. But yes, if you're a fan of any sport and you fight somebody over, that's silly.
Well, this is what some of the Russians have actually charged the other side, because Russians would be on one side, English would be on the other, and hooligans would actually rush and attack the people in the stand.
I can understand, I can't understand fighting over it, but I'm an Edmonton Oilers fan living in Calgary, and I used to go to hockey games and football games here in the city. I don't anymore because I've almost gone in fights. I've had beer thrown at me, food thrown at me because I'll wear my Oilers or Eskimo paraphernalia, and I'll cheer loud when we win. You know what I mean? And I won't say anything if we lose. And it's scary. So I refuse. If I want to go see a sporting event, I'll travel 3 hours to Edmonton now. Because it's like I'm not going to get into a fight over Johnny Gaudreau is better than Connor McDavid. Okay, well, I'm glad you think that.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Last for me, anyways, is the cops have unfortunately been in the news a lot lately. We'll start with there's been bylaw charges against a canine police officer for his dog escaping his yard and attacking a little boy. It was a vicious attack. The boy survived. It was only bites on the leg, but he required a lot of stitches, and it's kind of scary, especially a police dog. You know, they're big, scary animals. They are supposed to be trained. The dog has been sent away back to where it was trained.
Oh, it didn't get killed?
No, but there's a possibility it might still be put down.
Oh.
But it was given back to its original training agency so they could be retrained and sent somewhere else. The police officer has been moved, and he's pending charges. So, 3 police officers have been charged with corruption here in Calgary. Yeah, I said police officers are in the news. They've been charged with 1 former, 2 on-duty officers. They've been helping each other with
private investigations. They've been using evidence for private investigations, and it's like... But is this a surprise, really? Is corruption in like law enforcement, is that a surprise to you? You know, like
in Canada, yes. Sorry, I have been pretty lenient towards Canadian police officers because for the most part they have been really outstanding models. However, as I said, they've been in the news a lot lately. This is going to be a major black eye to the police. I'm not even done. That's the problem. An ex-cop, so he quit the force 2 years ago, has been charged with sexual assault. He was practicing masseuse, and I guess he gave somebody a masseuse and sexually assaulted her.
That's horrible. Like, see, this is the problem. Is you give these like police absolute power. Like, police have absolute power. You cannot say anything to them at all. It's your word against theirs.
Mm-hmm.
You raped me, cop. No, I didn't. Who are they going to believe?
Okay, I am personally looking forward to when they fully roll out the body cameras, because it is going to
100%.
It is going to be common practice here in Calgary. Now, he hit the nail right on the head. In Toronto, 3 not on duty, off-duty police officers have been charged with gang rape of another off-duty officer. The case is a big deal. She was brave enough to come forward, which is amazing on her part, considering what happened to her. She ended up deciding to charge rape. She went to a hospital. She had to go to one hospital and was told there were no rape kits there. She went to another hospital. She said, "I've been raped." The nurse went over, they did things, and the nurse said, "It looks like there's a possibility not only were you orally, vaginally raped, you were also anally raped."
There's like a stat out there that says like what X number in 10 people are psychopaths, right?
Yeah.
Now you have to think about that and put that towards like out of just 10 random people, we'll say one is a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
You have to include politicians, police people, all these people that you think are like outstanding citizens.
The thing with the psychopath stat is, unfortunately, psychopaths tend to go for positions of power because they can do things that they wouldn't normally be able to do
and get away with it.
That they wouldn't normally be able to do if they were just a common laborer. So psychopaths go to positions of power because they can make, they can make critical decisions. They can make non-emotional decisions, which is something you kind of need in certain situations. But unfortunately, they're still psychopathic.
If you're getting pulled over or you're asked to stop by a police officer, my thought is always this. If I'm in an area that's not well lit or not, that's kind of off to the side, I'll acknowledge that the cop is around. I'll acknowledge that I've heard you. But I'm going to proceed to a safe area where people can see me, or where there's other things around that's, so I know what's happening, so I'm in a little bit of control of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because why do I want to put myself in a situation where if a cop says that, oh, this person was resisting arrest, that's all they have to say. A cop says, you're resisting arrest, and it's like, but I'm not doing anything. And there you go.
We will be talking about this tomorrow. Know your rights. It is an important thing, especially when it does come to the police. You'd be surprised how many officers don't actually know what the actual laws
Just
state.
don't forget to ask questions. Always ask questions. Always. Well, like Chris said, we're going to be talking about this in tomorrow's episode. Because today's Monday, our favorite day of the week. Because we put out headlines. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about questions. I'm going to give a little personal experience that me and my wife are having right now, and which causes you to ask questions, and then why I went on my little rant. And on Wednesday,
we're going to be talking about the Electronic Entertainment Expo that happened last week, about some of the new stuff that's coming out, my biased opinion about how things went, and then you guys can look it up yourself and see what other people have to say, because they don't agree with me. So.
And if you don't want to miss those videos, guys, just don't forget to subscribe, because then it'll just pop up right on your playlist and you can just watch it right away.
Yep.
Share it. All that stuff. Don't forget on Facebook, we're there too. We do that Facebook thing.
Yep. We also do Twitter.
We do. We do. We tweet. Tweet.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
Peace.